Hey there, lads and lasses. This here is Thunderhand64 coming at you live from the west coast of the United States here on a Friday afternoon. It is a little bit before 3 o'clock, just a wee bit before 3 o'clock, and that can only mean that it is time for some Buffooncraft SMP Season 4. That's right. So while the buffoons are totally enthralled by our Buffoon Skies limited series, which concludes May 14th, and I myself am heavily invested in that. I am still committed to the Buffooncraft SMP and my build on there because it is going painfully slow. That being said, let's switch right to the display scene over here like this, and let us log on to our Buffooncraft SMP, and here we are, very, very high in the sky doing this. And right away, you can see that we need to do some sleeping. Yes. How do I do this again? Right. Regular Minecraft. Well, I mean, we have some mods and resource data packs on here, but it's quite vanilla. In the old Buffooncraft SMP. Let me see. Am I kind of safe over here? I really need to mob proof this build. I mean, look at all of that stuff down there. You know what I already greatly miss from Buffoon Skies, which I carry around with me in Buffoon Skies constantly? It's the spyglass. Yeah. And I that has become a standard feature in my hotbar now. And without it, I feel a little naked. Oh, come on. I don't suck this bad with the bow. Come on, Thunder. Thunder down. Come on. Oh, there we go, finally. Okay, so, I am the only one on the Buffooncraft SMP. 'Tis only I. You know how when you go beneath the ground level for whatever block you're on, it zooms in, but it doesn't on glass. Have you noticed that? Yeah, like if I just go over here like this, and I turn around to this dirt block like right here, like this, and I come over here like this, and I do that like that. If I go like, see how it tries to zoom, and then it comes out, and then it'll zoom, and it'll come out, and then it'll zoom, right? It won't do that with the glass. I mean, it'll do that with a dirt block like that, but if I ever so carefully, I really suck at third person. But if we do something like this, see, no zoom. Have you noticed that? No zoom through the glass. Yeah, it does. Angel, woo! They're so far away. You're so far away. Yes, they are. Angel, how are you doing? Fellow streamer, the mighty, the one and only, loads of fun. One of my favorite people, the Angel by You. Let's do a quick shout out here. Angel by You, like this. A variety streamer. So much fun. Last playing Beat Saber, I guess this says, right? Which I am not a bit surprised. Please go check out Angel when you get a chance. You will not regret it. Thanks. Anytime. Anytime. Slancha. Okay. So, as you can see, I've made zero progress since last stream. You know, I was hoping to get on here to do some off-camera work, but that Buffoon Skies is such a task. So we're within the event itself. We've been assigned another build challenge, and it's like, so much work to do. But then the series concludes. All building is to cease on the 12th, which is, God, I don't know, a week, less than a week away, and you know we still have the base to finish. And I haven't even built my pet's room, Sheldon, yet. I have to do that, and there's so much to do. There's so much to do. So I haven't been really working that much on Generations or the Buffooncraft SMP. So yeah, just been doing this. So let's. But it's not just Buffoons, guys. There's other things IRL too. Trying to get my older son Biggie set for college. Trying to get my younger son Kachi set for his new school that he'll be attending in August. All kinds of things happening in the Thunderhand family, and yeah, very busy old man. Very busy old man. Too busy for somebody my age. But anyways, enough of that stuff. Right. What I was doing the last time was I have corrected the process of building these arcs. And so I have the first octant of this arc. The first octant of this arc laid out from here up to this midpoint. And then my idea was just to count the blocks over and mirror it on this side. And that's going to be okay while we have the fairly horizontal structure over to here. And that's not too far away. I can count, run over here, and then copy, and then count and run over here and copy. I can do that to a point, but you know, we're almost at the point here where that's going to fail. Yeah, it is. It's just too much to remember and too long to run over there and back. It's not going to be practical to mirror things that way. And so I should really figure out some sort of way to use mini HUD here to do that. That's what I should do. I should do that. And let me say, oh, Corny. Hey, Corny's in the house too. K46 Sleepwalker. But you look so young and handsome. Oh, now flattery, young man, will get you nowhere. Of course, so do you. K46, yes, he does. What are you drinking? I am hydrating with the nectar of the gods. Because Buffooncraft is PG-13, and we are doing so legally and responsibly. So, Yeah. A little bit of Sir Arthur's finest. So, let's do a quick shout out for our fellow buffoon and good friend, the mighty K46 Sleepwalker himself. And let me see, that should have done it, right? Yeah, we go. Okay. There we are. Yeah, that looks cool. Corny and Angel, how are you both doing today? Both being on opposing sides of the Atlantic. So for Corny, it is the evening for him. And, but actually, you know, being east of me significantly, Angel, it is also evening for her. For me, I'm over here on the U.S. side of the Pacific, so for me, it's afternoon over here. Okay, let me think of how are we going to do this. Now, this is the structure I was working on last time, like this. So I was here, and I was ready to proceed down to this one next, and then all the way down, copying all of this onto the other side. But I'm thinking, you know, it's a very manual and tedious procedure. I'm thinking there's got to be a way that we can make that a little bit better. And let me see if I completed this one onto the other side. I believe I have. Let's go over there and check this out, because I tell you, this is, I was about to say this had better look spectacular when it's done. No, it will. It'll look incredible when it's done. But getting there has been a long, long road. Like I said, this is probably the hardest thing, this lightning pattern with the 60 and 120 degree slanted circles. This is probably the hardest thing I've ever built in Minecraft, so I figured, why not? Let's give it a try. Sure, why not? Let me see. Thank you for the shout out, sir. Anytime, Corny. I'm good, thank you. Super tired, but all good. That means you put in a valid day of work, my friend. I can't stay for long, unfortunately, but I wanted to drop in and say hi. Have a great stream and rest of your day, my friend. Thank you so much for dropping by. Angel, always good to see you. Always good to see you. So let me see. This feature has been done on both sides, so we need to bring this down to the next feature, and this is what I'm thinking. What I usually do at this point is I'll like maybe come over to here, right? And I will go into mini HUD like this, and I'll go over to structures like, no, I'll go into shapes like that. Hey, I'm getting back into it. And this is the line, and set here like this. All right, and I usually need to bring that down one like that. All right, so it'll begin here. Then there should be a height setting on this. Right, and y-axis layer. I think I can increase this. Usually, you know, I could do like a cylinder and I can create height on this. How do I do that? Right. Usually you can make it like 2 blocks tall, right? And make like a wall feature. Let's do the sleeping first here. You know, Courtney, I keep trying to click my mouse button here that I've assigned to my subspace inventory for Buffoon Skies. So in Buffoon Skies, my origin type is Shulk, and that's why I look yellow like this. And I'm wearing the And this is dangerous taking off the wings, by the way. Way up here. I'm above water, though. I should be fine. I should be fine, right? But yeah, I'm the Shulk in Buffoon Skies. And that being one of our powers, one of our attributes, one of our abilities there, is we have a extra inventory that has 9 slots in it. And we carry things in that extra inventory. We can put whatever we want in there. And if we should happen to die, we don't lose those things, which is really, really cool. And I've assigned that to my mouse button, my mouse 5 button, and I keep clicking that in Generations and Buffooncraft SMP to access things and put things in there, and it's like, oh yeah, I can't do that here. So that is definitely a Dear Jeb. But yeah, I don't know. Is that a little too much for the regular Minecraft vanilla? Maybe data pack, or maybe some ability that you can quest for and get. I don't know, but I'm just saying it's super, super cool. It's super cool. All right, let's get our gear back on so we don't die. Can't wait to see the finished product. You and everyone else. I hope I can actually deliver the finished product. Actually, Angel. I'm dreading going back to normal Minecraft. I'm going to die so much to so much fall damage. Yeah, I hear you. All right, we have to figure out some sort of way. So I regret saying a little bit that we're probably not going to get a lot of building done today because we have to work out a method here. But usually I can make this, you can set the height on this, and I'm a little dismayed. Sometimes I look at this, and like this is all layers above axis Y. So that's the axis on which I'm standing, right? If I'm here, like this, right? And I'm here. Because, I don't know, sometimes I read things and to me, they don't make sense. I'm like, just, it would be helpful if folks just say what they mean exactly. That would make things easier. But I don't know. Other people, they just read this and they understand right away. It's like those folks who are really good at Pictionary. You always get that team of 2 people where one person draws a line or some little squiggle and another person, their teammate says, aircraft carrier. And it's like, how, telepathy, they're cheating. But it's this kind of thing here, right? I feel, snap to the center of the block. Yeah, I get that, and it's down by my feet. That's why I always have to raise it up 1. But we should be able to make this more than 1 block tall and stuff. And that's my idea. The other thing is, I could just make 2 lines and stack one on top of the other. But if we do that, then we increase the chance of making a mistake dramatically. Dramatically. So, yeah, so I'm really thinking things like that are not going to be helpful. Right? So one of the other ideas I got is having 2 intersecting cylinders, but that also came with its drawbacks that were significant such that it wasn't really useful to use in that kind of a way. The other thing I could do is just do this whole thing from the other side over there and then just project all the lines over there on the other side. But I'm thinking, God, there's got to be an easier way to do it than that, right? So part of this is, just really observing. Layers all gives me the same result. Now, layers, single layer, and then in the y-axis. I mean, what is... See, I think if I go all the way up to layer 239... Yeah, see, that's what brings me there. Right, so that's what single layer does. All right, so, but I mean, single layer implies that there must be an option for double layer, triple layer, and so on. And yeah, you know what? No, I don't think so. Okay, now this, you have layer range, right? Layers, layer range. So if I did minimal layer was 239, max layer was 240, would I get a double thing like this? And no, I don't. See, that's... So what, am I misunderstanding that? Well, clearly I am. Oh, what happened here? I mean, does it work like that? Layers of range, 239 to 240. And say I don't, so I'm misinterpreting that somehow. And the results aren't such that I can see what I did wrong. That's what I don't like. I mean, if I'm wrong, that's fine. But as long as I can see and then correct myself, that's fine. But if there's no results, I can't really... I can't correct myself. Okay, so there's an option to set here. All right, so I know what that does. All right, let's get the bed out of the inventory first. It's looking a little ridiculous. All right, so I want to start here. I said start like a New Englander because I am, at least originally. So starting here. Yeah, this is weird. I don't get how that's working at all, or why it's not working. And you know, I use Mini HUD quite a bit, but not as much as other people do. And yeah, see, I don't get why layer range. I'm thinking I don't know what to think here. You know, is that a vertical? Is that a horizontal? Or what? I mean, axis is Y, so I'm thinking it should be vertical, right? And I should have a layer below and a layer above, and that's not what I see here, right? I could say all the layers below 239, like that, and I'm thinking I'm going to get a wall all the way down, right? I mean, doesn't that make sense to you guys? And yet, again, you only get one block. It's just, come on, guys, come on. Right? So I'm not really sure what to do there. The other thing I don't like is that the colors for the Mini HUD overlays don't mix. It's not really. So it's really hard to get the intersection of two overlays, which is critical for me, right, for doing this. I had a really good idea at the beginning, generating a sphere around this and then intersecting the sphere with the lines from a plane to form the circle. But the sphere, we found that Mini HUD cannot create symmetrical spheres. The spheres are always off. They're in their octants. Octants are different from other octants, and that is really not good. That is super, super not good for what we need to do. So we have this problem solving that we have to take care of here. We have to figure out some way that we can project this 60-degree angled circle, and then reflect this one to 120 degrees on the other side. Some easy, productive way that'll allow me to finish this before the end of the season. And you know what? This may be one of those things where maybe I've bitten off too much. Wow, that was cool. I caught that midair. Maybe I've bitten off a little too much than I can chew here. But I think you can see what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get this circle at the 60 degrees and then another circle at 120 degrees. So I have 3 circles that intersect. And then I want the lightning to follow that path. So the path isn't necessarily the build itself. And I know what some of you are going to say. You're going to be exasperated. Does it have to be perfect, the Thunderhand? Does it have to be so perfect? Why so perfect? Dude, you waste so much time trying to make things perfect. And it's not perfect. It's not. You can see there's gaps in there. The idea is perfect enough to create a satisfying build. And that's the idea. I want to get it satisfying. I'm not trying to get it perfect. I'm trying to get it satisfying. And my little level of satisfaction is, a little bit harder to attain than most, I think. So it leads me into things like this. So, but I have to use Mini HUD in a way here, but it could just be a structural building solution to this and not Mini HUD at all. It could wind up being that kind of a thing. But there must be an easy way to project this onto the other side, I'm thinking. Yeah. I think I know what to do. All right. First of all, let's welcome in the mighty Shut Mountain moderator friend, fellow Buffoon. And let me see. You are definitely home from work by now. I hope. Because you leave early on Fridays, and it is I wouldn't say well into the evening, but it is definitely into the evening out by your way on that other coast where I'm originally from. Oh, and I forgot the shout-out part of that. I guess I'm going to have to get around to setting up some sort of FOSS-bot or something like that to do this. Because it's my typing skills are, I should say my typing disability with these things. Those are smashers, people. They're not typers. They're not for delicate operations like typing. They're for smashing things. That's what those things do. Yeah, so I think I have an idea of how to deal with this. So I'm going to try something. And the thing is, I know it'll work. It's just, how tedious will it be? Will it just take too much time to do? Number one. And number two, how fraught with danger is it? Meaning that, how easy is it to make mistakes? That's, if it's going to constantly be leading to making mistakes and everything, then it's not a good method. But this is of what I am thinking. I'm thinking that we have this line here, like this. Right. We've got this. Right. And now I look at the coordinates for this. All right, and let me see. That means that. Okay. Right now I am targeting. Let me see. 1943, 239, negative 558. And this is what I'm thinking. I go into mini HUD like this, and I make a new line, and I use 2 lines here. This is what I'm thinking here. Add shape. Add a line. There we go. And it's a shape like this. We enable it. We turn it on. Configure. Now we need this. This would be best if it were a different color, right? And so let's make this one a dark blue of maybe like this, right? I think this is trying to be 240 up here. Like that. I think this is trying to be 100. Is that what it's trying to do? 78, 70, whatever. You know, that's close enough, right? It just has to be, well, I don't know if dark blue is a good color because I've got that ocean below me, but let's see. All right, so if I do this, okay, and I'm gonna do all above. I'm gonna do that. Wait, layers all. I'm gonna do that. That's what I want to do. And I do this, and I do this. Wow, that is very opaque. Oh, that's why. That's why. Because I did that. Where am I? Yeah, that does not have to be. Usually it's best if this thing here is set for like maybe 50. That's usually good. Okay, that's better. Okay, now you've got the translucency there, so you can get some work done. that's important. All right, so we do this. We do that, and then I'm thinking, okay, each side has to come down by a block, like that. Okay, and let me see. This from the north, right? This has to go further north. So north is negative in the z-axis. So we have to increase by 1. No, decrease by 1. Oh yeah. Okay, it's counting it that way. Fine, whatever. And now I have to put this on the opposite side over there. So my middle block here is should be set at 1900, but I'm thinking this is just going to be too much constant arithmetic, and with that constant arithmetic like that, it's just going to open up opportunity after opportunity after opportunity for mistakes, right? And so this is what I'm. You know, I should be building this right now, and like that. Okay, and if I put this on the same side, on the opposite side of that, but see, then I'm gonna have to memorize. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna be cool. This is not gonna be cool. So see, north to south, this is at negative 600. So what I would have to do is I would have to change where am I here? Yeah, see? Okay, so I would have to change this. And what would I have to do? I would have to say, let me see. Let's go like that. Let's go over to here like this. And I would have to change my start and my finish points here, right? So I would have my start point here like, yeah, you know, this is going to be too much arithmetic, I think. It's just going to invite mistakes. I would have, for example, negative 600, and then from that, I would be adding 557.5. Like that. So I'm 42 and a half blocks south, and then 41 and a half blocks south, and then I would have to add them to the opposite side, or technically if I'm going further north, I would have to subtract them from the negative to get their locations on the other side. And I was thinking on trying something like that, but which, you know, for a number of blocks isn't such a bad idea. You know, but for many blocks, I think it's not cool. It's just inviting too much error, especially on a stream. Yeah, because this is going to be one of those things, and you know, it's like, well, who cares if it's one block off? And you know, looks wise, it wouldn't accept that if it's one block off, then the next block is off from that one, and the error just propagates. So by the time you get to the other end of the arc, it's way out. It's one of those kinds of things. It's like a compounding error. So yeah, one block does make a difference. So in this kind of thing, like I said, you know, what I'm trying to do here is not an easy thing. It's really hard. It's very hard indeed. What, did I pull out the gaps here? I think I did. I should have left these in. So I think the best thing to do is to reproduce this. But see, this was built intersecting the sphere on that side. And yeah, this is not going to be cool on this side. One of the things I can do though that I didn't try, and I was thinking about this method too, is I can do this. I can still use the sphere, but just not use the whole sphere. I can just try to nudge it and twist it and push it around so I can get a consistent sphere out of the next octant. I can do that too. So if I do this, right, and here's what I'm talking about here. And I'm going to remove that line. Okay, here's what I'm talking about. All right, let's take a look at this. So again, what the problem is the sphere is not consistent. Over here, right, on this side of the sphere, right, I'll show you guys what mini HUD is doing and what it's not doing. What it's not doing very well at all. I gotta be careful here because this impairs the vision, makes it really difficult to figure out what the heck's going on. In fact, can I adjust that a little bit, the transparency? Maybe I can. Yeah. All right, let's bring that down to 50%. That'll make things a little bit easier to see. Okay, so you can see, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 9 blocks on this circular flat face of the sphere here. It goes up 9 blocks, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? And it goes over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you're outside. And then it goes down. It also goes down. I'm not going to count them out, but trust me, it goes down by 9 blocks as well. So it makes this kind of 9 by 9 by 9 by 9 feature over here, right? Now over there, it doesn't though. On that one, it's 9 by 9 by 8 by 9, I think, over here. Over there, it's 9 by 9 by 9 by 10. And over here on the opposite side of this one, it's like 13 by 13 by 12 by 14 over there. It's just a mess. And it's, so what I figured was I would just tweak this to get one quadrant where it's 9 by 9 by 9 in this, or octant, right? 9 by 9 there at the top, 9 by 9, those two. By the bottom, 9 by 9. By this one, 9 by 9. And I figured that that would give me a symmetrical enough structure. Well, I can do the same thing over here. Now I can try to tweak the sphere a little bit so I have 9 up and 9 over to get this octant now, right? And now I can tweak this to get 9 up and 9 over, right? And I can use this one. Right, so let's get over here and let's count this one out a little bit. And you can mess around with where it originates and block center or outer face. You can do things like that to try to nudge this and twist it and tweak it to get it to, but you just can't ever get the whole thing in, right? E, er, san, si, u, liu, chi, ba, jo. Okay, so that's 9 down, 9 that way, and e, er, san, si, u, liu. Let me see. Block of iron, no. Block of wool, yes. Okay, let's count up, and should be right there. Yeah. Okay, that's the 9th block right there. All right, so if I'm using the sphere for this octant next, this upper northeast octant, this goes 9 this way and 9 this way, so that part should be good. Now I've got to look at the sphere above. So this is consistent with that. Now I got to make sure that this is consistent with that, and the bottom part, well, no, just the top. I'm not using the bottom part yet. If I do that, then I should be good. I should get that symmetry that I'm looking for. So that means I got to fly up there. And I think I'm just about out of rockets. Oh, son of a beetroot. It's always that. God, I'm having so much trouble. All right, I'm not going to be exploded by creepers, right? No? Okay, I'm good? Great. All right. Let's do this. Let's do this. And we'll put this here. And box o' rockets. Thunder. There we go. How many of these do I have left? Oh, thank God. I've got plenty. Got it. Got it. All right. That's better. Let's try this again, shall we? All right. I should... This doesn't take a lot in the way of flying skill. Thunder, come on, man. Come on. All right, so be it. I'll climb up the darn scaffolding. And let me see here. I guess some stuff has gone on in chat. So chat has been a little quiet for the last couple of streams, so I have to remember to actually look over here now. So the mighty, the one and only, my good friend and all-around fun guy, who's not related to mushrooms or anything like that at all. The Pleasant Player, how are you doing? How are you doing today? It's been a while. Yes, it has, and welcome to the stream. I am so glad to see you. And, of course, our fellow buffoon and good friend, call me Eve. Eve, it must be quite late for you, young lady over there. Oh, with the sub, too. Thank you so much for giving that sub to Corny. Eve, I appreciate that so much. So much math. Well, yeah, geometry and stuff, I guess. You subs. Oh, and yes, super, super cool. Pleasant is saying my cousin is coming over tonight. Oh, wish me luck. Oh, okay. All right. All right. So this is your younger cousin who drives you nuts, right? I was watching a video of a guy making candy, and he sounded so much like you. What did he have a sweet voice like mine? I do not have a sweet voice. We tend to trade subs. Thank you guys so much for these subs. And then Pleasant says, sadly, yes. But if there's anybody who can find any humor or hilarity in that situation, Pleasant Player, it is you. And sir, I am counting on you to do that. Definitely. All right, so we need to do a couple of quick shout-outs here. First of all, for my good friend, fellow co-streamer, the mighty Pleasant Player. Pleasant Player, and this is your, let me see, 12330 alt. Alt account. Fellow content creator and all-around super fun dude, Pleasant Player. You should definitely go check him out. Has been a long-time viewer of the stream, and we've done co-streaming events together and video events together too in the past. And I believe we have one coming up late summer, or that may have been pushed back to early fall. It depends, I guess, from what Cyclopsalops, your friend there, has been saying, but we do have another event coming up in which I shall be participating. So that is, I assure you, going to be a lot of fun. And, of course, shout out for fellow buffoon. Call me Eve Gaming. There we go. Eve, I am so glad that you dropped by. Thank you so much. And Pleasant, let me see. Thanks for the shout out. Anytime. Let me see. So Pleasant, I think I can get away with saying that our event at least is going to be a Minecraft hide and seek event with teams. I think that's probably as much as we want to say about it at this time. True? And if there's any elaboration that is in order, I will... Oh, this is not good. And then I will allow thee to commence with that. Creepies, stay away. Stay away, creepies. All right, let's do the sleeping thing here. All right. So I need to fly up there, and again and again. Yeah, say, look, I see you there, creepy. I see you. Your presence below me, waiting to explode, has not gone unnoticed. Okay, here we go. Just making sure creepies don't do creepy things like climbing scaffolding. All right. So this is the... We need to see if we have symmetry this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, we do. Okay, so this is good. I feel we can use this octant of the sphere as well up here, like that. All right, so I'm going to put my markers down here, like that. And like this. Yeah, this is the 9th one on this. You know, I got to remember, that was almost... I wouldn't say that is a complete flinch. I don't think that counts as a flinch. I really don't. But being concerned with falling is a thing that many a buffoon has developed since our Skyblock event has begun. I am not alone there. I know I'm not. Uh-oh. All right, so let's look back in the chat. So Thunder, guess what? Call me Mommy Gaming. I had a really good job offer. Okay. Yeah, I do remember that, you announcing that on the on the Buffoon Sky server earlier today. Call me bro. Oh yeah, especially the buffoons that can't fly. Yes. So you had a really good job offer. Yes, we did. I do recall that from you being on the announcing that on Skies today on the Skies server. And congratulations. Of course, any company organization would be foolish not to hire such a wonderful and awesome person. I was watching a video of a guy making, yes, we're down here now. I had a really good job offer. Awesome. Oh, yeah, you were there. Yes, I was. Of course, usually when I'm in Buffoon Skies, I'm recording, and seeing as how we have a lot to do in there, at least I do, because, I build so much slower than the rest of you. That I'm nose to the grindstone the whole time I'm in there. But I actually do read your messages when you guys post them when you're up there. Let me see. Pleasant Thunder, I have been so busy lately and things have been happening. Well, it is getting towards the end of the school year, so yeah, I'm not surprised at all. I single-handedly created a chess tournament besides the bowling and stuff too. Wow. At my school and in other schools in my county, okay? Created the posters, advertised, and everything. Only 2 weeks from now. Very excited. You should be very excited. Dude, God, talk about boundless energy. The energy of the youthful. Dude, that is awesome. Also, the HSL, that's the Hide and Seek League for Minecraft, we've been talking about. Hinting at and stuff is going to be so fun. Can't wait to work with you. It's going to be a blast. Yeah, that is going to be a lot of fun. Buffooncraft seems to be such a good server. It is an incredibly awesome server. That's why I've stuck with it for as long as I have. And then Pleasant Player, it's secretly terrible. We're horrible people. Except for Thunder, of course. I'm just too old to be a horrible person. I've had all the horrible person in me used up. But you youngsters. No, I find any person with any horrible person traits, usually they don't last too long on Buffooncraft. There have been some. They are no longer here. So, because we're such a happy bunch here. But right now, I'm completely alone on the Buffooncraft server. I'm completely alone in here. And as I keep saying throughout the stream, it is mine. Mine. All mine. Yes, it is all mine. I think a big part of that, though, is that I have installed multi-MC. And so I have the different instances for each server with their data packs and resource packs and stuff like that and their versions and stuff. So it's very easy for me to switch from Skies over here to the Buffooncraft SMP and to Generations. I can bop back and forth because I've taken the time to set that up. The other Buffoons have just did it the grindy way and converted all their mods folder over to the Buffoon Skies. And so it's difficult for them to come back onto here. So they're just over there, and then when that concludes, they'll come back over here and resume. So, but some of us, we can, very easily switch between the two. And but I have to because I'm so far behind. You guys can see how hard this is to do here. So, yeah, I can't afford to take a break. All right, so we can use this octant. So that's 2 octants that help us out a lot. It's the remaining 6 that are going to be very hard. I don't know if I can get away with this with the remaining 6 octants. So that's going to be a head scratcher. It's going to be really hard. All right. But in the meantime, I can struggle to fly. I can do that. Oof. See if I can alight onto okay, here we go. So I can do this. All right. So I can use where these intersect here. Right, I can do this kind of a thing, and I should be good here. One of the things we have to do though, and this is always a little funky to navigate here. See, I'm wondering if I should build my guide structure from the other side. I'm wondering if I should build that over here onto this side. I mean, I shouldn't have to, but I'm just going to have to keep flying all the way back over there to reset the line. And that's just going to take too much time. I'm thinking, how much dirt do I have? Not a heck of a lot. I've got that much iron. So I think I'm going to need more dirt and more wool. And by the way, the guide feature I'm talking about is this 60-degree line here. This 60-degree line, and reproduce that onto the other side. That's what I'm thinking. And get this structure over here. Now, that may seem like it's going to be super tedious, but it's not too bad because I have a guide for that, and I can just flip it and reverse it. And I'll show you guys that in just a moment. But I'm definitely going to need some more dirt in the inventory, and I'm going to need some more woolly bits. Not a lot, though. Not a lot. I'm thinking about 4 stacks of each. But I think this is going to require a more brute force kind of approach, and it's not really what I'm looking forward to. Go stash something. Good Lord. I forgot how productive this iron farm is. I even have the thing switched off, and it's still just full to the gills of iron. Let me see. The glass. I'll keep the glass in the inventory for right now. And just for the sake of pleasant graphics, let me turn that off. Let's go fetch some more dirt. Yeah, and I'm thinking about that much will do for now. And I think I'm going to have to take a trip into town to go get some wool because I don't have enough out here. I certainly don't have 4 stacks, and I'm just going to go buy some off of Kai and then re-dye it. But I'll tell you, I've missed this place. You know, it's similar to every time I go back to the Generation server. It feels like my home. I've spent a lot of time here, and this feels like another one of my homes because it is, you know. It is one of my homes. Let's head on over to here. Let's go do the end. Yeah, let's keep an eye on the chat here. Let me see. Eve, did you drop another sub for Pleasant? Did you do that? And you know what? Maybe. One of the reasons why, see, I should be getting a notification for, I should be getting an alert for that. So let's see what's going on. Advanced audio properties, alerts. Oh, yeah, it's on monitor and output. So I should be getting an alert for that, and I am not. So we should do some stream troubleshooting, I'm thinking, a little bit, which is something I hate doing on stream. But I should be getting a notification. Are you guys seeing the notification when you give a sub? Are you seeing the branding logo come up with the thunderclap and stuff? Do you guys see that? When you get when you donate a sub? You're the sweet grandpa, right? Yeah, that's supposed to be me, right? And then Corny, yeah, Eve, got to be careful with that one. Just giving out candy to the kids and then tell us to get off this lawn. I am so get off my lawn these days. But not the kids, believe it or not. It's usually adults. The kids are the good ones. It's the adults. Stomping on the property whenever they wish. And it's like, oh, God. Territorial dispute. Here we go. Let me see. Thunder, you aren't old at all. You have to be like late 30s at least. Almost double that. Pleasant player, you may stay. I'm never careful and everyone loves me. Why change what's not broken? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's right. Good point. Everything I say comes from a good place, and we all know that too. In the area where a heart is supposed to be, it's the light side of my black hole. Pleasant player just subbed. You are awesome, Pleasant. Thank you so much, dude. You have a heart, Eve. How do you know? Have you seen it? We've seen the effects of it. It's kind of like a black hole. You don't see the black hole. You only see the effects of it. Speaking about this summer, my schedule is absolutely booked. I'm sure it is. Getting a job at my uncle's pizza restaurant, the hide and seek league that we're both going to be doing. Yes. I joined 2 bowling leagues and camp, taking exams on my birthday and going to DC for a vacation. DC is going to be so cool. I was there in, I want to say 2009 was when I was in DC. But I will hopefully be at every Thunderstream. Dude, you just make whichever ones you can. You know, I always appreciate having you here. We can hear it. Yeah. Okay, so it's a monitor output thing. Did you just call us adults? It's not a bad thing. You mean telling the truth. Thunder is super young. I believe the word you're looking for is immature. I'm just immature enough where my actual old age is kind of offset significantly. That's what I tell Mrs. Thunderhand, who is just a tad 10 years younger than me. She's like 10 and a half years younger than me, I think. And her advanced maturity and my regressed immaturity sort of meet kind of right there in the middle, and it kind of closes the gap. You should see me. I'm like 100 years old. I'm like a dino. No, that's me. DC is awesome. I'm going to stay at the Smithsonian 24/7. Yeah, that was me when I was there. Yeah, buffoons are all different ages. Besides mental maturity, like we're all teens. Yeah. Well, that's part of what makes it fun, right? I mean, I think that's what also made me a pretty good teacher was I like to think that unlike a lot of my colleagues, I still remember what it's like to be that age, to be high school age. And that helps with trying to get compliance and cooperation and the student success. You know, I really think a lot of the times I can think, I mean, most of the time people just baffle me, you know, but I like to think that I still remember what that's like. So some of my colleagues, I'm like, oh, God. It does. We're teens just with more responsibilities. Yep. Why can I not see those alerts? That's what I want to know. You guys can see them and I can't. And I'm getting monitor and output, so I should be seeing those. Let me look at the order of the overlay, but I should hear the sound. Oh, wait. Let me think. Even if I don't hear the sound, though, I should be seeing the... control via OBS. Shut down source when not visible. No. Read access to OBS, status information. Local file, no. I should be seeing those. I had the same problem the other day, but it turned out I opened OBS before any of my other things like Mix It Up. You know, I have had OBS on continually all day long because I also record. I don't stream Buffoon Skies, but I do record it. And so, yeah, sometimes, yeah, I should remember to shut down OBS and restart it before I stream. Yeah, that's you're right, Corny. That's probably what it is, right? I can also quickly do a test like this. Let me go over to Stream Elements, my dashboard. And let me see, go over here to Streaming Tools and Overlays like this. And let me see, Buffooncraft. I should have a separate Buffooncraft alerts overlay. Where is that? Wow, I don't think... Oh, that's why. Message overlay, be right back, overlay, basic, stream starting soon. But I think I use, okay, so those are my general overlays right there. On-screen chat. Yeah, it's probably this. So let me run a test on it just quickly. Yeah, OBS should be the last thing you open. I've had so many issues since nesting my scenes. Actually, nesting my scenes has worked out excellently for me. And by nesting your scenes, I think what you mean is what I refer to as reference scenes. So those have worked out incredibly good for me. So let me just try an emulation, like subscriber event, like this. Okay. So that's what should happen whenever you guys... now, you guys probably saw that. At least I did. On Lurk, Boops, Eve, and Relurks. There is the Boopin' Man, the Boopin' Fool himself, Waylander Tone. And I say that, of course, affectionately. Tone, how are you? Okay, you can go now. They worked out well. It just gave me issues with blurb and channel point redeems, yeah. Yeah, see, Tone just subscribed. I should have seen that, right? And Tone, thank you so much for that sub. And there we go with the shout out for the mighty Waylander Tone himself. Let me see. The last stream you did was the Puzzle in Disguise stream. But recently has attained the status of affiliate. Well done, sir. Well done, sir. And good lord, Too Tall is in here as well. Too Tall, how are you? Thank you so much for dropping by. Tone and Too Tall, how are you both doing today? Again, it's evening for you guys. But as long as you guys are seeing the alerts events, not events, that's what I care about. As long as they're showing up in the stream. Although, yeah, there it is. Yeah, I can see it now. There's a delay on, I also monitor the stream on my phone so I can see what you guys are seeing with the delay time and everything. So I just saw that sub alert over there. So it looks like we're closing in on a hype train too, which is, wow. For a Thunderhand stream, that's pretty shocking. In a good way. Oh, wait a minute. What happened here? I don't remember this. Corny, have you been working in here? Am I not the only one who's visiting the server while Buffoon Skies is going on? Really? And thank you for that sub there, Corny. Thank you so much. And Too Tall too. Thank you so much. You guys are so cool with the subs. Thank you so much for that. Eve, hey, I wanted to do that. He beat me to it. It wasn't me, Thunder. Oh, really? I wonder what is going on there. Who's building stuff? All right, let's do our sleeping thing. Has that always been glass there? Wait a minute. Has this always been glass? I don't remember this being glass looking out onto the garden outside. Did Villager change this? I don't... Villager? That rapscallion has been in here doing things on the server. And here I thought I was the only one. Yeah, the pub has been touched up a bit here. Let's go over to Kai's place. Kai's Woolly Bits! Yeah, that was me. Let's haul out some demons! Wow, I don't even have to re-dye it. Kai, you should give us a discount for less popular colors, because then we could just re-dye them. 1 diamond per stack. Okay, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. You guys are so much fun. So much more fun when you guys are in here. I mean, I always have work to do, so I'm always occupied. But it's a heck of a lot more fun when you guys are around. It just is. Yeah, see, the windows. I think Villager might have put those in, and of course Chris did all of the work on the. You know what? Let's take a look around here, because I don't think all of you guys have seen some of the work Chris was doing here. Of course, it's Chris and Nova's build. You guys have seen lots of that. Good Lord, how do they do it? But Chris has done quite a bit here with the parking lot coming out of the tunnel, and this whole island build in the middle here, which just looks really cool. Just looks so awesome. Very cool indeed. And then, of course, this all leads Down here through the tunnel. Whoa, I just barely cleared that. Hello, Transit Authority. Potholes need to be fixed. Your tax dollars at work. And, of course, Chris's toll booth. And out that way is Schutzbild. For the longest time, I was cutting across this little ford here and then through the landscape and to this junction. I still believe that there needs to be a road here with a small bridge across there, at least to this side of the tolls. Now, if the tolls get to be too expensive, I'm going to do that. Speaking of corny, a couple of his builds there showing up. Yikes. There we go. I see you down there, llamas. But the map has so many cool features. You know, I see things like this, and it's like, you know, I just want to do stuff with this, you know? I just want to do these kinds of things, you know? There's just no time. There's no time. Let me get over here like this. Can I scroll that chat down while I'm flying without dying? Of course, Kai went and built a lot of this part of the road here. Kai and Shut. I did a little bit of this. I was really wishing I could do a lot more, but you guys know what I'm currently occupied with. I did this part here that comes up over the hill and then down the back side of this, and then she continued out the rest. Because she builds way faster and much better than I do. So we know where we are right now, right? Because of Mini HUD. And then Kai and Shut pretty much built this out here. And of course, Kai's build is coming up here on the right. And then Kai and I did a lot of this stuff in here. And I built this part of the canal, which needs to be finished. And went and did a lot of geometry down here. As you can see. And then we're back to here. All right. Let us... How am I doing time-wise now? I'm at 4:13, so I have 45, 46, 47 more minutes to the stream here. That should be plenty of time. Ow, my face. All right, so this should be more than enough. So I need to build that guide structure. But let me catch up to the chat here. Let me see what's going on here. Corny saying, I gave up on the Nether Hub a long time ago. Well, it is a huge, huge undertaking for one person, and I totally get it. It's a mystery. Ooh, Eve, was that you? Did you do that there? By the way, you got a hype train. Yes, hype train going on. We should have some sort of notification in here, too, for that. It's nice to see the server again. It is, huh? It's oddly nostalgic, right? Waylander Tone redeemed Wikachi Laugh, which I should have seen, and I didn't. Yeah, I'm still going to build that road. Oh, okay. All right, cool. And then Eve's saying, no, I didn't. Okay, all right. Where is that? Wikachi Laugh right here. That should be on monitor and output as well. And it is. Right? But thank you for that redeem, Tone. Thank you so much for that. Because that's one of my favorite ones. If I was keeping my eye on my phone, too, at the same time, I probably would have seen that. But again, you know, we can always check it out. But I think after, I load the test, it should make its connection and do its thing the next time somebody uses it. Let me see. Message basic alerts. Back. There it is. Nope, that's Kachi time alerts. Basic overlay. US flag. Where is that? I mean, I can always trigger it myself in the chat, but. So I'm on my stream elements right now. And I wonder if it's in my basic. As you can see, I seldom have to go in here to to test these. They usually just fire right up. But Corny, I'm like very certain it's exactly what you said. I have to fire up OBS before my stream, so I have to shut it down and fire it back up. But I thought I had a separate overlay for the Kachi time redeem. A message overlay, be right back. Basic overlay, stream starting soon. It should be under the Buffooncraft stuff. Yeah. For some reason, I'm probably looking right at it too and just not seeing it. Like old men usually do. Don't think it's working. I didn't see that either. I haven't been on the server since Skyblock. Yes. Understand. Back to Lurik, going to try this new game, Boops and Eve and... Oh, alrighty, I'm going to get some sleep. Told myself I would sleep early and, well, past 1 a.m. now. That's why, all the more reason to appreciate you dropping by. Well, I must away to my bed. Take care, sir. Yes, K46, Corny, thank you so much. Good night, Eve. Too tall. Good night. Night. Night, all. Buffoons, friends, thank you so much for dropping by. We're in the last part of the stream as it is anyway, so... But greatly appreciate you all dropping by. Let me do this. Do a little bit of sleeping so I don't die. Oh, I'm going to have to go down and get my bed. And got it. So the bed falls at a slower rate than I do. That's kind of weird. Ugh. All right, so we're going to have to install this now. One thing I do want to check though. So I want to trigger that redeem myself to see what happens. And nothing. Why would that be? I don't know. I'm going to have to fix that after the stream. Note to self. Find out what the heck is going on with that. Good catch. Well, when it's falling at a slower rate than I am, it makes it a little bit easier, right? Okay, so we're going to have to build that structure here. In order to do that, let me get out my schematic. Oh, that was dumb. I just killed the music. Let me keep the music going. Where am I saved? Right here. Here we go. And I think I'm like right about here. And maybe right about there. I think I was right about there. Okay, let me pull up my schematic. And you guys will be able to see this the moment I get it up here. I'll switch displays momentarily so you can see what I'm doing. It's my BC store. It's that USB. Where is... How loud was the Windows USB loading tone? How loud was that? In my headphones, it's pretty darn loud. As I switched out my thumb drives, here we are. Okay, let me go over to here. Buffooncraft Season 4 thumbnails. Let me see. Let me take a look at these and see what I have. Large icons. Okay, this is the one I'm looking for. I'll show you guys what I'm using for my guide. Not bad, but I took off my headphones. All right. Let me see. I'm waiting for this to come up like that. I'm going to pull this down on this screen so I can actually use it for my guide. Do this. 0 like that. And then let me share this display. This is display 2, like this. Okay. So this is what I'm using here. And if I zoom up on this, you could see the current one is right here, like this, and it sets up a line that approximates 60 degrees. So on the opposite side, it would be this way like this. Now, this can be a little tedious to put this thing in place. So if I can do this kind of a thing. Let me do this. And I just use these colored rectangles here to, I do them in groups of 6s. That keeps things nice and orderly. And helps things go along in a bit more of a speedy fashion here. Let me do this. And let me see this. Is my grid pattern still set up the same? I believe it is. Yeah, it does. But you know what? I do want to lose the secondary grid because it can be kind of distracting. View. Guides and access manager like this. There we go. Like that. Let's do this. And that's in place. Okay, so we can just use this. So this is what I'm using here for my grid design, my grid pattern like that. Let us switch back so you guys can see. Like this. And so I just need to rebuild that on this side. So let me see, I need to go 2 up like this. And some of these I already know are going to be blocks I'm going to use, so I'll just build these ones out of glass straight out like this. Like that. This one is a, let me see, adjacent like this. 2, 3 like that. Adjacent. 1, 2, 3 like that. Adjacent 2, 1, 2, and then cross 1, 2 like that. Now these should all be within the sphere, I think, right? Well, some of them are and some of them are not. Right, so some of these intersect, some of them do not intersect. Get up here like this. Yeah, like these ones do not intersect here. So, that being said, we have to do something like this. All right, see that one intersects right there. This one, though, I do not think it does. That intersects, but I don't think this one does. Right, so when we get down to here, we have to start changing things. Yeah, you know, I got a little hasty with this. Got a little hasty with this. Got a little ahead of myself there. All right. All right, so you can see that those blocks intersect from within the sphere and without the sphere, they have the magenta color, right? So the next two intersect. So it's those two, they're all set. Now we need to do this, this, and this. Those intersect. All three of those do not, so we should be good there. Now if I do this, and I do that one intersects, that one does. See, that one does not. All right, so we're still at the intersection point. This is the second group of three. Now this one should. That one looks like it intersects right there. It's kind of hard to tell. That one does. Yeah, I think that one intersects, but that one seems to as well. That's a little confusing. All right, so I need to find out what's going on there. Let's do our sleeping thing. Too tall. Not bad, but I took off my headphones. That's right. Okay, cool. I thought I just saw some mob or creeper or something just take the plunge. Okay, see. I can tell that these two do not intersect because I can look at it from below. Right? So I can see that. So that's 1, 2, 3 like this, 1, 2, 3 like that, and then I have that one over there, which should be 1, 2 like that. Now, if I'm down here like this and I'm well inside, see, this does not intersect because it's not colored from both sides. So this is colored from that side. It's colored from this side. We're good. Okay, so that's that 2 feature like that. And then we have another one that does that kind of a thing. And that kind of a thing. Okay, so they're colored from that side. Okay, so we're good there. Like that. And that's the first group of 6 features. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the first group of 6. So we can pull this away. Like that. Then come over here like this. Get on here like that. Let's pull these away. And now we can move on. All right, so I'm getting down into here like this. All right. So let me. Fuck. It's going mental. Windows key. Okay, so this is good. I just need to. Right, off of that, I need to come up here like this. 1, 2, 3, like this. Right, I'm good there. I'm pretty sure I had a faster way of doing this. Here I need to go 1, 2, 3 like that. Then if I come out here, yeah, you can see that that block does not belong. It's not intersecting the sphere. This one is, though. Okay, so we're good there. That was, let me see, a 1, 2, 3 feature like that. So we have 3, 3. This shifts over and goes 2. I look good from that side. Looking good from this side, so I've guessed correctly there. It's that 2 feature. Now I have to cross 2 like this. Good. All right, that intersects. This shifts over, goes 1, 2, 3 like that. We have to come out here. All right, they look good from this side, but from this side, however, these two probably need to do that. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, they look like they're good. And then the last feature is shift over and go up 2 like that. Looks good from that side. Looks good from that side. All right. So that group of 6 is now done. Yeah. Okay. It's confusing, I tell you. This can be really hard to do. Thank you for showing the process. Usually it's all done off stream. I am really enjoying it. Tutal, I'm glad you like it. This some people, this drives them really, really nuts. But like I'm saying, you know, this isn't really a fast process, and it's super, super hard to do. It's quite, it can be quite mathy at times, and some folks don't really like that. But the end result is really, really super cool. You know, it's just, you know, I'm a former math teacher and stuff and everything. So I like putting math in the builds and stuff like that. My thing is, though, I usually run out of time. And it's the end of the season, and each one of my servers, Generations, Buffoons, Buffoon Skies, those who aren't my servers, but they're servers I play on, have a whole bunch of half-built stuff by Thunderhand all over them. So one of my goals this year is to actually finish some builds. That would be a good thing. But then again, you know, like I say, I'm doing some really unusual stuff, though. I haven't seen anybody do this yet. And believe me, if I would be more than happy to just log on YouTube and see somebody who, you know, crafted a circle of a certain diameter at a 60-degree pitch and just use their method. I would be more than happy with doing that to save some time, but haven't seen anybody who's done that yet. So, and searched and searched and searched. You know, I'm pretty sure I know how to use the search engine, search process, but haven't seen anything. So that means, you know, I got to blaze the trail there. Which is kind of cool. I mean, in a way, it's cool to be, you know, to, like I said, blaze the trail and be like one of the first people doing this. And if I'm not and somebody else has done it, well, great, all the power to you. But, you know, you please make a video, do a stream, okay? Please show people how to do this stuff, right? Because I'm sure there's a better way to do this than the way I'm doing. So let me see. So that last one should have been a 2 like this. Good. All right. So I'm doing this. I'm doing this. I'm doing. But what this stream is really kind of good for is if, you know, sometimes folks just like to have some good old background stuff going on so they can chill and also some kid-friendly stuff, you know, they can put on, you know, while they're working around the house or dozing off to sleep, and they don't have to worry about, you know, the not-so-friendly stuff, which I do, but it's off camera, you know, so it's not during stream time, so. There's time for kids, and then there's time for adults. Just so happens a number of my viewers are kids too, you know, so I like them to be able to see my own kids as well. So let me see. So that's 2 there, and then, all right, so that's that 2 feature. Is that the first of them? Yes, it is. That, and then I have 2 more like this, I believe. And this is where things get kind of difficult. You know what I should be doing too? Is just, usually I color code these things, but let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5. And this is 6, like that. So that should be the 6th feature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th feature. And so the new one should start right here. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This should be the 6th feature here, like that. I'll just use these to mark off. And then 1. This should be 2. And it's already nightfall again, Ock. 2, and then come over here, Sun, shift for a 3 feature like that. Those look okay from that side. Not at all okay from this side. So I think it's going to have to do that kind of a thing. Let's see. Like that. Like that. And I think we're good. That's weird. That should not be 2 features like that. Yeah, it shouldn't be. Okay, good. All right, let's do a little bit of sleeping before we're mobbed by mobs. And how are we doing for stream time? We have 19 more minutes left of the stream. So I'm hoping I can at least... Let me see. I also don't want to take the plunge here. There we go. Get this feature in place here. 1... Yeah, I'm wondering if I should just color code these. It would be a lot easier. Because I went and I did that on the other side. Ow, my face. All right, this is a third group of 6, and we're the 2, 3, third feature in that we just finished, like that. That looks good. Okay, I need to shift over here like this and like this, and then see if that's a feature or not. I think it is. No. That one is. That one is not. Okay, so we're good there. That's that feature here. This now has to do that kind of a thing. Looks like I'm good there. Looks like I'm good there. Right? Yep. Yep. That was that thing, and then this goes 1, 2, 3 like that. Okay, it's none of these. Then on this side, it's all 3 of those. Okay, we're good. Like that. Let's hop up here. Let's get rid of this. And that was the 6th feature there. Like that. Okay. Zoom. Alt. Where did my cursor go? Zoom. Alt like that. Let's get down here and pull up the next group, 06. As far as I know, I'm the only buffoon who does this quite to this extent. Greener Canuck also does quite a bit of the mathy stuff, and Eve actually can build quite geometrically as well. So but this stuff gets really nuts. For example, that was very, very hard to do. This was also pretty hard to do. My spiral pattern, my Celtic spiral pattern down here. I used equation for an Archimedean spiral to get those spiral patterns there, which is R equals theta, B theta. Right, I used for that one down there to get each one of these, and so then I plotted all of this out. I believe I wound up using the online app GeoGebra for that one. Either Desmos or GeoGebra. I think it was GeoGebra I used for that one. And then I transposed it over a grid in the art program that I'm using, which is Affinity Designer, and lined it up with the blocks and projected the blocks out over it, and then that's how I did that. This, I used a 3D model. I made a 3D model, and I used a voxelizer app, which is really cool. You can import a 3D model into it and then convert it into voxels, and then you can change the resolution of it, so you can have so many blocks, voxels per height and stuff. So I was able to scale it up to get it to be the height that I wanted it and stuff. That was a pretty cool process. And then the really cool thing is that voxel program will then output a series of PDF files schematic PDF files, slice by slice, and you can build it from slice by slice. So I started on the bottom and just like 3D printed it slice by slice all the way to the top, registering every single slice. So that was quite a task. All of those are iron blocks, by the way. So all of that iron had to be created in the iron farm down below. Although the Buffoons did help me out with their iron farms too at the beginning. So those were really my goals for this season, is to get that Celtic spiral design down there and the hand done. And so I was able to complete both of those. And this is just extra stuff, but I figured I would try it. So let me see. All right, this next feature now is going to go up 1, 2, 3 like that. But it's going to have to come out this way. Let me see. Look good from there. Not from here, though. So we subtract these away. We get rid of that. That's not a feature, so that can come out afterwards. But all right, that's 1 of 6. This is 2 of 6, like that. This can go. This can go. Both of those can stay. All right, we're good there. Can already tell those are going to go. All right, colored from this side, colored from that side. Those are good. Third feature, so fourth feature, 1, 2, 3, 4 goes like this. 3 up to here. I think it's going to be, wow, it's not that. That one can go. It's not that. So it looks like it's going to be this, and then those two, right? Yes. One, two, three, 4 like that. And then it looks like it goes up 2 like that. Shift over and then up 2. It's okay from this side. Not okay from that side. Here like that. Right. All right, so that's good. And then the last feature crosses like that. I think it's going to do that. Got to get well inside the sphere here. Yeah, I can see them. Okay, good. That looks like it's the 6th feature there, right? 1, 2, 3. Maybe not. kind of hard to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's the 6th thing. Okay, good. Okay, like this. And let me see. Next one. We're actually closing in on this now. But this should really be off-camera stuff, now that I think of it. But one of the reasons why I allow backseat gaming, though, is just in case somebody comes up with a better idea. That is awesome. Thank you. It's not easy, but the end result is really cool. Let me see. This will, from here, extend up to, this is the first feature of the next bit. Like this, like that. Okay, this one's going to be here like that. Gonna do that. And, yeah, we'll keep those two. It's the first feature. Second feature goes like that. It's going to go up sun, like that. But it's probably not going to follow that pattern, right? Looks good from that side, but not this side. So you can see it's difficult to tell when these intersect and when they do not. Two, three, like that. And we're going to have to do a little sleeping. There we go. Hopefully we don't wake up on the wrong side of the bed here. Right. Put the pow. And there we go. It's probably good that I step back and have a look at this though and check for registration. Usually I should probably pick a point at which, yeah, you know, I think I'm doing okay here, but I'll have to check it after the stream. We're almost there. If I go on to my schematic, I have about 3 more sections to do. And let me see, 4:53. Well, I'm definitely not going to finish that in that time. There we go. All right. Let's get back over there. See if I can peg this landing, which is doubtful. Come on. Let me have it, please. Please, hands. Please. All right. How about oof? I should just ender pearl right onto this thing from up above. I think it's a little easier to do it that way. Yeah, see? So the entire rest of the stream is me just trying to alight back onto this so I can continue working. Okay, I got that far. Makes me wonder if I can just pearl up there. Okay. And then I fall off again. Let me see. 1, 2. There we go. So let me just verify where I was at. That was a 2, and then shift over 3. And then I need to shift over 2 again. Turn on the sphere so I can see if This is where I want to be. Yeah, you know, I really should be using the wool here all the way up. It's a little less distracting than the dirt is. The dirt can be kind of distracting sometimes. Two, three, shift over, 1, 2, like that. Then I need to verify. This looks like a block. And that looks like a block. So what I would normally do here is just replace those with wool and just use the dirt for the scaffolding. Let me see. So that's shifted over. This now should cross and go up to like that. Then we need to do this to see if those are the ones that we want to keep. They do have to come in quite a ways. It's usually easier to see these from below than it is from above at a certain point. Yeah, so it's not going to be that one. So it looks like it's going to be those two like that. All right. Something like this. So now I can, if I build out with dirt now, I can see what I'm doing here. All right, so not that. But definitely this one. None of those. Yeah, definitely that one. Okay, like that. That way I'm not distracting myself with the dirt blocks. That's a little bit easier to do. All right, let me see. I've got that. And then I've got to go up. E or sun like this. I can just cross these over now. There we go. So from this side, I know I can remove that. From this side, I can remove this, this, and this. And now I just need to make these woolly. Right, so I can do that and that. 1, 2, like this. Get rid of this one. It's a little bit quicker. I can now do that and that. So this should here, 2, shift over 3, shift over the 3, and then we're done. We'll end the stream there. I think that's a good place to close things up. Let me think here. All right, let's do this. 2, 3, like that. We need to come in this far until we get that kind of a thing go on. Let's see there, and we can remove this. this, and the server restart in 2 minutes. Good timing anyway. All right, so let's do that. Yeah, that's a little quicker. Okay, I think we're going to wrap things up here anyway. Server's about to restart. It does its routine maintenance, but it is 5 o'clock anyway, and that is that is time to end our stream. So let me see if there's anybody to whom we can raid out. And I'm so hoping that this streamer is still on. I believe they are. So let us do a raid here. I'm going to log off here so I don't die. That's always a good thing. And let's go over to our camera screen right here. There we go. I'm back. Let's do this. Done. Alrighty. And let's see. Here's our raid message. If you care to join us, and I highly suggest that you do. Even if you don't have a lot of time to hang out, at least drop in, say hi. If you feel so inclined, maybe drop a follow or a sub or some bits or something. That would be really cool. This streamer is Jeppo-tastic, a very, very good streaming friend of mine. I love Jeppo's streams. Jeppo, I believe, is actually playing Minecraft on Bedrock right now. Jeppo started out playing Minecraft, took a break from that for a long time, and now is back into Minecraft. Super cool. So Jeppo is really just a fun. She has a great streaming voice and a really good community too. So let's go over it. Let's rate her. Let's set that up, and then I can do my outro like this. Tastic. There we go. And the raid is counting down. Okay. Thank you everybody for dropping in today and with the subs and bits, and we had a bit of a hype train going there, which was really kind of cool. That's always like that. So good to see all of you guys, and so good to be on the Buffooncraft SMP again. Us buffoons have really missed the SMP, working so hard on buffoons, guys. So just remember, we do this Buffooncraft stream every Friday from 3 to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Our next stream will be Sunday from 4 to 6. That'll be Kachi time. Probably going to be more Roblox game development and gameplay from my young son, Kachi. And then the subsequent stream after that will be Generation Stream on Wednesday from noon to 2. And let me see, I usually alternate those. So this last Wednesday was building on the Generation server, working in survival, working on our hotel, and we finished the aquarium tanks on the sides. Very, very cool. This Wednesday will then be in creative mode on the design server, designing the Baby Zombie Rush game. So that will be really, really cool. That's interesting. A lot of redstone and stuff in that. So I do highly recommend you guys dropping by for that if you like that kind of stuff. Okay, with that, let's raid on over to Jeppo. Enjoy the rest of your evening, afternoon, wherever you happen to be, and join us again next time. Thank you so much, everybody, for dropping by. Raiding out now.
After I slept last time. Thunderhand, hi! Hello, 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 hi! I'm killing skeletons again.